They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Ducks will kick it away first. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Wisconsin's offense will take the field first. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Caught in the backfield, it's Dupree. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The give to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Catch in the middle, it's Mason. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. And the Badgers decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call.
Personal foul. Roughing the kick. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. The run from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Dropping back, it's Edwards. Banks to grab. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm. Take your steps and get the ball out. It's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. So Oregon's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love them.
To the air on second down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. We're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings. How hard is it to maintain that focus as the season goes along?
It's really tough, and that's one thing this coaching staff's really been trying to focus on is just to take one opponent at a time, regardless of where they're ranked, regardless of where you're playing. You've got everybody's attention. You're the #1 team in the country midway through the year, David, but there are tougher challenges ahead.
Well, and it's hard to get your players' attention because you start thinking you're good. We've got to get better every week, every practice, and sometimes that #1 ranking makes you not work as hard, gets you a little bit complacent, so that's the job of this coaching staff moving forward.
Fires to the tight end. At the 45 on its way. Oh, he's got some space. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Flips it out on the screen. Oh, out of space. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Back's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Oregon.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. To the air, it's Edwards. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
Punt is in the air. Here's a return from midfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to seal the edge on the right. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He'll try the toss to the left. Look out, he's got room. There he goes. Finally corralled and not before. He picks up the 1st down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
More to the air. They'll run the screen. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. Might be changing the route. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Strong, tough run, and he's brought down just inches away from the score.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
The give. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Gives it on the option. Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Reads it, fires complete. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Badgers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Mason. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Find some fresh air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Slithers into space. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Badgers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give out of the gun. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Edwards. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
Kick is in the air. Catches it at the 15. Oh my goodness, he's still moving. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He wants to change this route. Try to get it to the edge. Got a little space. Got the first down and more. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Toss sweep to the left. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Using his legs, it's Hughes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold on.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The offense set for a first down play. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now on 2nd down. Toss to the outside. Creates a little space. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning. He's now got 78 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he launches in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executed beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Extending the play. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And Talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Badgers will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a huge play. Pulls it in on the right. He's loose. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over Oklahoma State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. Oh, they're after him. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Turning on the Jets. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. To the air. It's Edwards. Quickly to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Badgers are flying down the field. The give to the back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Badgers send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Trying to get the corner. And some room to work. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Here's They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. There he goes. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if the defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
And the Ducks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Moore will throw. He uncorks one deep. Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot. Everything they're dialing up right now is working beautifully.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up first and goal. Moving toward the end zone, and the ball is free. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. They're going to get him for a safety, trying to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Got room to work. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. On the run, it's Hughes. It's a running room. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Ducks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Making side adjustments here. Moore to the air. He'll take the deep shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it, using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong, only called on twice in the victory last week. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Give to the running back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Anthony. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, they execute the end route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
To the ground to try to move the chains. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Badgers have their offense in high gear. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Grabbed behind the line, it's Anthony. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. And the Badgers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to throw it. Snagged in the middle, it's Mason. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Already 2 for 2 on 3rd down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attack coming. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. He might want another play. Toss sweep to the right. Creates a little room. Turning it on. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Finding open areas. Wide open spaces. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll run it to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Gets it out quickly. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff, keep working on that clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Handoff to the lone back. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! The lead gets bigger here in the fourth
offense, one of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today, but opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Wake Forest is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to SMU. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking for a crease, it's Dupree. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. He'll pull it on the read. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Under fire. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down. This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll try to get outside. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
The closer you get to the end zone, the more you start to bring big bodies on the field, right? The field shrinks. I'm worried about you running the football, particularly up the middle. But how about the offense? Does a nice job tossing the ball on the perimeter, going out there, getting some positive yards, trying to get 7. I ain't settling for no field goal.
The Ducks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Moore will throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Looking for a gap. It's Dupree. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Badgers will call on their punt team. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. After this, it'll be a wrap. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Time to take a shot. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. When you know you have a team out fast, The ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a